gutter looks okay, but just look, it's just totally rotten. Like, it looks fine, and the only thing that's surviving on it is actually the layer of zinc. In today's video, I am changing this gutter up here. It's totally rotten. What's happening here is full of holes. See, it's just pure rotten. Terrible stuff, this zinc plated stuff that they're making the gutters out of now. You can see just totally rotten there, if you can see that. So it's what's called a valley gutter. So you'll see what I mean by a valley gutter. This shed roof runs all the way down into this gutter. This was an existing shed, and this, what we call a lean-to, was bolted onto the face of this existing shed, and the existing gutter was used to run this roof into. Now the problem with it is, when this metal gutter rots away, and it does, replacing it. Now, I've done a few of these before. The only real job to use here is a plastic gutter, because it's more durable. Like, the lifespan is significantly more than a steel gutter. So the biggest problem is taking these down, because it's all bolted together with sealer and nuts and bolts. It's quite hard to get it all down. So my plan is cut the brackets and hope that the gutter will pull down, and it's so rotten that it might just pull out. We might need to cut it in a few places. If not, and I have done it before, the welding rod, stick welder, arc welding, and just turn the welder up and burn around the gutter and just melt it out. I would say I hope I don't have to do that. I don't really want to pull the welder out with just a bit of a mess with all the water and muck, and so we'll see how it goes. Right, so you see there's no access from the top here. There's only hope is cut this gutter out, cut these brackets, slide this gutter out one way or the other. So I just want to check and see if this gutter is going to work. First job I'm going to do here is cut all these brackets. You can just see me cutting the first one here, but there's not much life left in this gutter. Oh, full of water. It's not going to be hard to pull it down. I'm just going to nick all the brackets here. I think there's about 3 brackets on every length of gutter, so we'll just get a move and keep cutting. You'll see how bad it is. Actually, the gutter looks okay, but just look at the way it's dripping here. It's just totally rotten. Like, it looks fine, and the only thing that's surviving on it is actually the layer of zinc. Well, that's a vast improvement, alright, yeah. Matt, that's the job. Yeah. That's it. You'll see it just seals around here. Clips on as simple as that. This Brent Martin got her another £500,000. Anybody that's interested, that is the product code there. Deep style 170mm. Now, so we've it all clipped in the whole way, apart from this piece here. So we're missing an end piece on the gutter. So he gave us this instead. It's like a kind of it's the same thing. It's a stop end. So basically, the bracket here. You see the way the bracket just slipped off. You've got your rubber seal here. Very simple. No sealer, no screws, no fixing. You'll see me here just fixing it together. Just clipping it as we go along, and it is so handy. It's the easiest gutter I have ever fitted. But basically it just sits around. It just slots in, like so. And the pure pressure of the bracket pulling that in. And that's enough. The bracket puts enough downward pressure on the rubber seal that it's watertight. Very good system. Very simple. So when I'm here, I might as well just show you this. This shed is actually being extended. You'll see some concrete pads here. Foundation there and there and there. You'll see all the pads and a strip foundation at the back. So this shed has all been extended. It's coming out and back down again. So it's another A-type shed. So I got the job of taking levels and measuring that up. Now I'm not sure if I'll be doing the shed, but I supplied the drawing for it anyway. So we took the levels here one night, and yeah, there might be another video on that. We'll see. But yeah, so I suppose he wants to get this gutter right, because when the new shed, the apex of the new shed is going to be up here somewhere, so it's going to be a longer run of roof back down to the valley, so even more water for that gutter to take away. So I suppose he wants to get that right before he does anything more. Now that's it into position, just to get the clip in. Easy as that. Get this one clipped in here. That's it. Now that is it. We have an end on the cutter. You've seen us putting that in earlier. Now if you're wondering why you would put this on the inside, because that's a sliding door. If you can see that, you might be able to see it there, but there's actually door track just outside there, and the gutter, the drop would actually be in the way of this. So he says, the farmer says he's going to run his drop back out all the way along here, maybe come out here or go back in there. I'm not sure what way he's going to do it, but sliding door is a bit of a problem. Now, temporary job, just get this pipe back up here until the construction job is done out here, and then you know what he's going to do. gutter fitted, happy farmer. I'm happy to get out of here. Job done. That's today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.